Good morning, my name is Matthew Hugo from Weather Commerce, and this is this morning's weather briefing on Monday the 28th of March. Today's weather brief will cover a summary on the West European 5-day average temperatures, the UK, Europe, Scandinavian precipitation, and finally global weather alerts. We will take a summarised look at the European temperatures and starting between days 11 and 15. And there is generally a model agreement and consistency from previous days for temperatures to be generally near or perhaps slightly above climate averages, particularly across more western areas of Europe, including Spain, France and Switzerland, where temperatures may be around 2 or perhaps 3 degrees above climate averages. So just as a quick reminder that the best performing model is shown in yellow, and the temperature evident within the middle of the pie charts is the climate average. There continues to be a signal from the majority of the forecast models that between days 6 and 10, temperatures are forecast to be near, if not slightly below climate averages across most of Europe, but in particular central and eastern areas of Europe, with temperatures perhaps 2 or maybe 3 degrees below climate averages across parts of Germany and Austria, albeit only for a short period of time. And within the short term, over the next 2 to 5 days, temperatures are forecast to be generally near, if not slightly above climate averages, again particularly across western areas of Europe, including Spain, France, Switzerland, where temperatures may be 2 or perhaps 3 degrees above climate averages. And now taking a look at the United Kingdom in closer detail. And the latest UK model comparison graph is signalling temperatures to start generally near to climate averages of around 8 degrees over the next couple of days, but as the week progresses, temperatures are forecast to rise and become perhaps 2 or 3 degrees above climate averages in association with a mild or very mild southwesterly air mass. The following weather chart for Friday the 1st of April helps to illustrate why temperatures are forecast to rise above average, as high pressure to the south of the United Kingdom combines with low pressure to the northwest of the UK and introduces the much milder southwesterly air mass across many parts. Within the longer term, into the opening week or so of April, there is model agreement and consistency from the ECMWF and GFS deterministics and ensemble models, with temperatures to fall and become near, if not just slightly above climate averages by 1 degree Celsius. It should be noted, however, that the latest Metro model runs maintain temperatures to be at least 2 or 3 degrees above climate averages well into the opening week of April. However, at the present time, there is no model agreement or consistency for temperatures to be this significantly above climate averages, with all the other available forecast models, including the latest ECMWF 32-day temperature forecast, having temperatures near climate averages during and beyond the opening week of April. And now taking a look at European temperatures in more detail, and starting between days 11 and 15, and the majority of the forecast models keep temperatures to be near, if not just slightly above climate averages, particularly across Spain, France and Switzerland. There is relatively high confidence for temperatures to be within 1 or perhaps 2 degrees of climate averages, though perhaps trending 2 or perhaps 3 degrees above across parts of Spain and France. The latest France model comparison graph helps to illustrate the expected temperature trends across Western Europe within the longer term, and as you can see, after a warmer period of weather over the weekend of the 2nd and 3rd of April, temperatures do fall and generally become within 1 or 2 degrees of a climate average of 11 degrees Celsius. Between days 6 and 10 there is a model agreement and consistency for a somewhat cooler period of weather to develop across Europe, but particularly across parts of central and eastern areas of Europe, including parts of Germany and Austria, for example. This is in association with a cooler north or northwesterly air mass developing across these regions. The latest Austrian model comparison graph helps to illustrate the forecasted temperature trends, and as you can see, the majority of the available forecast models do trend slightly below climate averages by 1 or 2 degrees. However, it should be noted that there is relatively low confidence over this forecast period, given that there is quite significant model divergence, with Metro model, for example, having temperatures near or perhaps just slightly above climate averages, yet some of the more recent GFS deterministic runs taking temperatures more significantly below climate averages. And within the short term, over the next 2 to 5 days, there is high confidence for temperatures to be generally within 1 or 2 degrees of climate averages. However, parts of western areas of Europe, including the UK, France and Switzerland for example, may experience temperatures trending slightly above climate norms by around 1 or 2 degrees. And now taking a look at Scandinavian precipitation, and between Monday the 28th of March and the 4th of April, precipitation totals are forecast to be well above climate averages across western and northwestern areas of Norway, with in excess of 125mm of rainfall, which is comfortably over 300% of normal. In contrast, many southern areas of Norway, the majority of Sweden and also Finland, are forecast to have precipitation totals either near, if not slightly below climate averages. Within the longer term, towards and beyond the 5th of April, precipitation totals are forecast to remain above climate averages across western areas of Norway, and generally near, if not just slightly above, across other areas of Scandinavia. We're now taking a look at global weather alerts which highlight significant deviations from normal. And as you can see, a large portion of Australia over the next 7 to 10 days at least is forecast to have well below climate average precipitation totals, with many places experiencing little or no measurable precipitation at all, which is less than 25% of normal. In contrast, many southeastern areas of the United States over the next 7 to 10 days are forecast to be very unsettled indeed, with excessive amounts of precipitation, with up to and over 6 inches of rainfall possible, which is likely to be accompanied with some very severe thunderstorm activity. Thank you for listening to today's weather brief. Goodbye.